Your life right now, it is equal to your self-worth, to your level of self-worth, even if you don't know it. Your level of self-worth that your subconscious has programmed in you, that is equal to the life you have now.
Brother, welcome to another episode of the Elite Game Podcast with your host, Mauricio Rocha. Man, we're always trying to figure out how to deal with everyday pressure. All the time, right? As producers, as men that like to accomplish and build big shit, then there's always pressure that comes with that. So the ability to deal with that pressure is paramount to the level of success that we want, right? If you want a little bit of success, then you're going to experience a little bit of pressure. We all know this. The bigger the goal, the more audacious the goal, the bigger the pressure we're going to feel. And with that pressure comes what? Comes fear. That's what it is. It's the fear of more. The fear of more exists because our capacity to operate is stretched out to the max. For example, if you have made $1,000, then a project to make $1,000 is not going to worry you. Is not going to put a lot of pressure on you because your capacity as a human being to make $1,000 is already there. But let's say your goal is to make 10,000. You've made 1,000. That's the most you've made. When you set that goal up to make $10,000 and you know that the results in your life show that you've made 1,000, then you're going to look at that 10,000 and you're going to feel something, right? You're going to feel a little, maybe your balls tickle a little bit. Okay, maybe you're going to absolutely be terrified and change the goal. Maybe you're going to look at it and a little nervous, a little scared, confused, maybe anxious. You're going to have all these feelings. Those feelings happen because your existing capacity, the limit of that capacity is 1,000. If you had made $100,000 before, that $10,000 would not cause you any pressure at all. So that's what happens when you look at a goal and it kind of makes you scared a little bit. And it should be like that. Your goal should not be a comfortable goal because that's not really a goal. If you're looking at a goal, at a target in your business, in your body, in your marriage, in your faith, community, whatever. If you're looking at a goal and it doesn't scare you a little bit or a lot of it, then that's the goal that you shouldn't have. Because in order for you to expand as a producer, as a human being, in order for you to grow as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a businessman, as a pastor, as a leader, as a brother, as a son, as anything in this life, then there needs to be a rupture of your capacity. Like when your capacity is stretched out. Have you ever felt like you're in the middle of something, like, maybe you're in the middle of your day at the office, right? And something happens, some huge problem happens that you have to deal with. And on top of that, you already been dealing with all this shit that happened like for the last 3-4 hours. And this thing seems like it gets you to the point where you just want to forget about it and go over there and open your cell phone and start scrolling in Instagram. You know what I'm talking about? Like something happens that the pressure is too much that you feel like you have to go there, watch a video or watch porn or go eat something, or go drink, or whatever it is. That pressure happens because at that moment, your capacity to deal with shit is at its max. That's why. That's why you feel that and you go over here. You escape it. You go sedate. Because when you do that, then you're comfortable. Then you forget about it. You're not worried about it. You focus on something else. And that's how we are programmed to exist as human beings, right? When we are programmed to escape danger, escape anything that makes us feel uncomfortable. That's why our body loves, and our body's aim is to store as much fat as possible. Because your body can burn fat at will if it really needs it. So that's what it does. So what do I have to do to increase my capacity as a human being to operate life? What do I have to do? Your subconscious runs your life. Your subconscious is like a operating system. It's like a software that runs everything you do without you even knowing, without you even realizing. How you prep your food, how you drive, how you open the car door, how you take a shower, how you brush your teeth. Do you think about how you are brushing your teeth every day when you brush your teeth? No. You just do it. You're thinking about other things, but you're still brushing your teeth. And you always brush your teeth the same way from beginning to end. And we do this in so many tasks, right? You know what I'm talking about. That is our operating system at work. It's already automatic. You do it. You've done it so many times, thousands of times, that now muscle memory, it's there. So you just do it, right? So there's muscle memory when it comes to your subconscious also. They're like the same thing. Like maybe in your early years, in your teenager years, maybe you were called a loser. Maybe nobody believed in you. Maybe all you saw was poverty and lack and fear and scarcity. Thousands of times. And because that happened, it was engraved in your operating system, in your software. And that software runs the way you do things, runs the way you think, runs how you set your goals, runs how you work, how you talk, how you communicate, how you do everything. Now, the good news is, even the fucked up shit that happened in our past that got us to have an operating system that is not our friend, okay? And it doesn't serve us. We all have this type of thing. We all do. We can change that the same way that it was put there in the beginning. We can change that through repetition. So reading books of personal development, reading books about learning how to make money, how to be a better husband, how to forgive, how to be a better dad. Reading, learning, being around people that have what we want. Being around people that are in the place that one day we want to get there. Being around these people, receiving their energy, receiving their teachings, listening to them, talking to them, interacting with them. Being in an environment that is equal to the stuff that we want, that is how you change your operating system. But it doesn't happen if you do it once or twice or 3 times. It happens through thousands of repetitions. Thousands. It takes months, sometimes years. Dude, if there's something engraved in you, like really fucked up, that stuff takes a long time to change. A long time. Because I promise you this. Your life right now, it is equal to your self-worth, to your level of self-worth, even if you don't know it. Your level of self-worth that your subconscious has programmed in you, that is equal to the life you have now. And I know this. I know this because I can see what I have now and what I had before. And I can see what I've learned, who I talked to, who I've been around. I can see those things throughout the years. And everybody that I talk to and everybody that I've seen take this journey, the same thing happens to them. So you're no different. Want to change your life? You have to change your operating system. It's not add something on top, okay? It's like you have a computer and then you fucking go buy a mouse. Or you go buy a shiny camera. Or you go buy stickers to put on the screen and shit. So that's not going to change anything, man. Go get another tattoo. That'll do it. Go take another vacation. Whatever. It's the operating system. It's the shit that runs without you even realizing. And we do that by, first, we need to figure out, okay, what do I want? What do I really want? Like my body, my family, like money-wise. What do I want to be? Where do I want to live? Who do I want to be around with? What do I want to do in my life? Who do I want to impact? What kind of legacy do I want to leave to my children? These questions, man. So you ask these questions, and then you get an answer. You get a real fucking answer, not some bullshit, like half-assed. You get the answer of what you want. Great. Now, how am I going to get there? And if you don't know how to get there, then ask people that have what you want, that are in the place that you want to be. Ask them. If they don't want to answer you, maybe you need to pay them. Maybe you need to pay to be in their circle. That's how it works. But right now, dude, there's so much information at your fingertips on your phone. Like so many people left like so much gold in the books they write. So much gold. The information is out there, man. So by acquiring the information, then okay, now I know what to do. Awesome. Now I'm going to implement it. And here's the fucking tricky part. Because you can spend all this time researching. You can spend all this time learning. It doesn't mean anything at all if it's not implemented. Actually, it's worse because you just wasted a bunch of fucking time that you're never going to recover. So implementing it has to be in a repetitive way. It has to be in an everyday type of way for thousands of times. Then you change your operating system. And it's not easy, man, but it's possible. It's possible. You want to have an elite life? You need to have an elite operating system that governs your actions, that governs the way you speak, that governs the way you do things. How you look at people, like what people see when they look at you. It's your operating system. And we can change that by doing elite things every day, by establishing elite habits. That's how you do it, bro. Shit is not complex. It's simple, but it's hard. But it's hard. Because it's simple, everybody can understand it. So everybody has the chance to do it. But because it's hard, that's when the world separates the 1% from the 99%. That's it. It's always been like that. It is like that now, and it's always going to be like that. Having an elite life is about making the hard decision a lot of times until that becomes who you are. Brother, catch you next time.